Welcome to final BSc Statistics students. In paper 6, in unit 4, today we discuss lesson 2. In lesson 2, we discuss the topic calculation of probabilities in single sampling plan by using hypergeometric distribution. We learn one by one. We recollect the terminology in the single sampling plan, what is the terminology is going to be used, and then we start the how to calculate the probabilities using hypergeometric distribution. How to calculate probabilities in single sampling plan by using hypergeometric distribution. For example, if you consider capital N is the size of the lot, and small n is the sample size, that is the number of units drawn from the lot into the sample, and let d be the number of defectives found in the sample, small n, of size small n, and p is the lot quality is also called incoming lot quality or proportionate number of defective items, fraction defective, whatever, that is p, it is lot quality. And now if you consider these four fundamental notation, we want to consider one more, that is C, acceptance number, based on this, that is maximum number of allowable defectives in the sample, if we consider C is the acceptance number. And now if you observe the number of what is the nature of the single sampling plan, we consider a sample of size n from the lot of size capital N, and we have to inspect n number of items, small n number of items in the sample, and we have to find the number of defectives D, and if D is less than or equal to C, the acceptance number, that is maximum number of allowable defectives in the process. So if D is less than or equal to C, then we accept the lot, that is lot is going to be accepted. Otherwise we have to reject the lot. This is the procedure in which now you have to consider how to fit the hypergeometric distribution, how to calculate the probabilities first of all. How to calculate the probabilities one by one. What is probability of getting defective item? What is the probability of acceptance? These are the two particular fundamental formulas you have to calculate to decide everything. To calculate the OC function, ASN curve, etc. OC curve, ASN, ATI, to calculate for all the such kind of values, we have to determine the values of n and c. In the single sampling plan, we have to calculate the values of n and c, which gives a very particular probability. So for which you have to calculate the probabilities. Now I am giving a picture how to fit this particular situation by using hypergeometric distribution. For which I explained, if you consider capital N is the lot size of the lot, from which for example you have considered the sample of size small n, in which it is very clear we have discovered defective units are D. We have found that there are D defective number of items are there in the sample. For example, if we consider, it was discovered Then what are the non-defective items? How many non-defective items are there in the sample of size n? Remaining items, which means n minus d. So these are the defective items d we have considered, and the non-defective items are n minus d. Now comment if this particular whatever the theory we have found here, whatever the theory we have discovered here based on the sample, the number of defective items, and what would be the number of defective items in the total lot. A lot we have defined previously. Lot is nothing but the total size of the population. That is, for example, in a manufacturing company, the production in a particular day, the number of items produced in a particular day will be the lot size. From if you observe like this, then if the D are the number of defective items found in the sample of size n, of small n, of size small n, then if you consider the probability of getting defective items from the observation of a long sequence of lots, that is observed from the repetitive process, let it be small p. Small p is the fraction defectives. For example, I consider 2%, it's a probability, it's a fraction, it's a percentage. 2% means 2% of defective items is producing in the production process. Usually, this is what exactly specifies the lot quality, the quality of the lot. Hope you understand. So therefore, if you consider this particular number, which decides the number of defectives in the lot, you understand? This is the proportionate defective items we get in the process. We get in the process based on the information provided from the sample. So therefore, whatever the total number of defective items that can be specified through this particular simple number small p, this particular simple probability small p. The probability of getting defective items, we can think in that manner also. Proportionate number of defective items is p. Probability of getting defective items, some number of defective items in the continuous process, a repetitive process. So therefore, small p, if you consider 2%, let it be capital N is equal to 100 or 1000. Capital N is equal to 1000. Then how many number of defective items may be in this particular capital N? Based on this particular p, we can simply calculate n into p. Will that is 1000 multiplied by 2%, that is 2 by 100 is equivalent to be 20. So there may be a chance of getting 20 defective items. Hope you understand. So this is the way you calculate number of defectives. Number of defectives in the lot. These are number of defectives found in the sample. This is what exactly expected number of defective items. Expected number of defective items to specify clearly. So therefore, these are the number of defective items may be in the lot, which may be in the lot. So therefore, in which the number of defective items are, if we consider NP, and what are the non-defective items? Remaining items. So therefore, n minus np will the total number of non-defective items in the lot, will be the total number of non-defective items, that is good items. Non-defective items, which means good items in the lot. Hope you understand. That is in which out of the lot size n, the number of defectives will be np, the number of non-defectives will be n minus np. In the sample of size n, the number of defectives found is d, and non-defectives will be n minus d. Now, which kind of distribution we can observe this particular to calculate the probability of defective items? In both the sense, in both the particular cases, the defective items is one of the crucial point. If you want to calculate probability of getting defective items, probability of getting a defective item, that can be calculated by using the hypergeometric distribution. Why? The hypergeometric distribution is a distribution can be applied. For example, a box consists of two colors of balls, black and white, or red and blue. Two colors of balls. If you want to draw some number of balls, for example 4 or 5 balls, we want to draw from those balls in a particular bag which contains two colors of balls, then we have to use the hypergeometric distribution. So similarly, here two kinds of samples and lot. One is sample and another is lot. Two kinds of categories. Two categories we observed here. One is small n, another one is capital N. The defective items may be obtained from the sample and from the lot as well. Similarly, non-defective item. There are again, if you draw a particular item or inspect a particular item in the sample of size small n, the inspected item may be found as defective or may not be defective or may be good one. Similarly, in the items, in the total number of items in the lot capital N, maybe if you take a particular item, it may be defective or it may be non-defective. It may be good one. So therefore, there are two kinds of possibilities, two kinds of defectives and non-defectives which we may observe in the either lot and then the sample. So therefore, if you want to calculate probability of getting D defective items, we have to use the hypergeometric distribution. How to use it? Based on this information, if you want to calculate probability of getting D defective items, which is going to be considered as probability of getting D defective items, getting D defectives with lot quality small p, which is going to be calculated by, I write this again. So I write the picture here. This is small n, this is capital N. From the small n you have to draw from the capital N you have to draw small n. The number of defectives can be observed as small d. Non-defectives are n minus d, in which capital N number of defectives are np, non-defectives are n minus np. Now you see the distribution. Probability of getting D defectives with lot quality small p is going to be calculated by, it's also notation. Notation is probability of D comma p. The two particular important values which represent the notation. Probability of, this is capital P, probability of getting D defectives with lot quality small p. Probability of getting D defectives with lot quality small p also can be written as simply probability of getting D defective items. That is probability of D. It can be calculated by how many total number of items we are drawing from capital N. Total number of outcomes. Out of capital N we have to draw small n. How many ways we can draw? NCN. And now defective items. There are two possibilities of getting the items. Either may be defective, the drawn item may be defective, the drawn item may be non-defective. So now if we consider the defective items may be drawn from the total NP defective items. What are the defective items? D. So whatever the defective items D should be obtained from the NP defectives. Of course, it is drawn from small n only. It is inspected from the items n only. But defective items are drawn from NP. So therefore, remaining non-defective items can be obtained by n minus NP non-defective items. That is n minus D. The total items are drawn as n, d plus n minus d. D plus n minus d. Total number of items are drawn n. So this is the formula of probability of getting d defective items in the lot. Probability of getting d defective items in the lot is P of d, or simply we can also specify as P of d comma p. Why we are using p? Definitely any particular value in the single sampling plan depends on the lot quality small p only. Therefore, we are using small p always. I repeatedly specified that small p is the incoming lot quality. So every particular statistical measure in the single sampling plan, like a probability, like OC or ASN or ATI, everything, this will be function of small p, which are function of small p. So therefore, probability of getting d defective items in the single sampling plan, if you consider one sample with lot quality small p, is going to be calculated by P of d comma p is equivalent to the probability of d is equal to, by using hypergeometric distribution, NPCD multiplied by n minus NPC n minus d divided by NCN, for which you can observe this particular picture. This particular picture you can understand this. Okay. So this is what the first of all fundamental probability. The first probability of getting d defective items with lot quality p. Now this is the first one. If you want to calculate second one, what is the probability of accepting the lot? Second important point is, if you calculate two particular probabilities which will be enough to know the entire single sampling plan. So therefore, you have to calculate second one as well. What is that? Probability of acceptance simply. It is probability of acceptance. That is probability of accepting the lot. Accepting the lot. Always we consider lot with quality. With quality small p, which is going to be considered as PA, capital PA. If you recollect what is probability of acceptance, in this single sampling plan, the lot will be accepted if D is less than or equal to C. The number of defective items found in the sample which are less than or equal to the acceptance number C. That is the condition of D less than or equal to C. If D less than or equal to C, lot is going to be accepted. Otherwise, lot is rejected. Therefore, PA is going to be calculated as probability of D less than or equal to C. Probability of D less than or equal to C, which means by using the properties of probability mass function, the simple probability mass function. Why? Because discrete random variable. D takes the value up to the value C. D may be the value, it takes the values 0, 1, 2 and so on up to C. For example, C is equal to 2. Then D takes the value 0, 1, 2. It may be 0 defectives, it may be 1 defective, it may be 2 defectives. Then only it can be accepted, otherwise rejected. Lot is accepted, otherwise rejected. So therefore I am writing summation D is equal to 0 to C. Probability of D comma P. What is this probability of D comma P? Just now we have calculated. We have found by using hypergeometric distribution is NPCD, n minus NPC, n minus D divided by NCN. So which is nothing but is equivalent to B. This is going to be calculated by summation D is equal to 0 to C. This is NPCD multiplied by n minus NPC n minus D divided by NCN. This is probability of accepting the lot in the single sampling plan by using hypergeometric distribution. Hope you understand. Now we calculate two particular values. One, producer's risk. Second one, consumer's risk. Okay, one by one. These are the two basic formulas which are going to be used. Third one, consumer's risk. Consumer's risk is going to be calculated by probability of accepting the lot with the quality PT, small pt. What is small pt? Again fraction defective. Of course, it is again fraction defective, the lot quality. But in which the consumer's risk, it is going to be specified as the fraction defective which can be accepted by the proportionate number of defectives which are accepted by the, which are not accepted by the consumer. Up to that level it is going to be accepted. The maximum tolerated by the consumer. PT is nothing but the maximum tolerated probability, fraction defective, proportionate number of defective items. Hope you understand. So therefore, what I am calculating, PC is nothing but is going to be calculated by probability of accepting the lot. Actually, it is a risk of consumer accepting the bad lot. Probability of accepting the bad lot. Accepting the lot with quality small pt. Why we have specified pt? PT is nothing but maximum tolerated probability. That is maximum tolerated proportionate number of defective items. Actually, after this particular level, PT are more defective items, more proportionate defective items. The lot should be rejected. Whenever it is accepted, the risk of consumer. That is what the terminology we have used. I write the formula. Accepting, probability of accepting the lot. This is nothing but this. Probability of accepting the lot is nothing but probability of accepting the lot with quality P. Here we have PT. Therefore, I am writing as this is summation D is equal to 0 to C, probability of D comma PT. Hope you understand. We can easily write the formula, the same formula. In the place of P, if you replace with PT, you will get the formula. You will get required result of consumer's risk, probability of consumer's risk. So it is nothing but summation D is equal to 0 to C, directly accepting. Therefore, I am considering directly the same formula. So which is nothing but NPC NPTCD multiplied by N minus NPT C N minus D divided by NCN. You understand? This is consumer's risk. Now one more particular probability. Producer's risk. How do you calculate producer's risk? Fourth one. Producer's risk. It is going to be calculated by PP, which is probability of rejecting the lot with quality P bar. Actually, it is 100 P bar process average percent defectives. Rejecting a particular lot with quality 100 P bar process average percent defective. Process average percent defectives. Here we consider P bar. Why? We have the formula only available with the formula of P in terms of P. Therefore, everything it is going to be converted in terms of P only. I write the formula. Probability of rejecting. We have no formula for rejecting. So, I am converting the formula in terms of acceptance. We have two formulas. Remember, we have two formulas. Probability of getting defective items. First formula. D defectives. Second one, probability of accepting the lot. We have discovered these two formulas only. One, probability of getting D defectives. Two, probability of accepting the lot. These are two particular values only available. We have calculated. We have to use those formulas. So therefore, I am using I am converting probability of reluctance into acceptance. It is a complementary probability. So therefore 1 minus probability of accepting the lot with quality P bar. So now I am writing as we know the formula of accepting just now, this same one, accepting. So therefore probability of accepting the lot, that is which is summation d is equal to 0 to c probability of d comma p bar. Therefore it is nothing but 1 minus summation d is equal to 0 to c, which is nothing but np bar cd multiplied by n minus np bar cn minus d divided by ncn. This is the formula for probability of rejecting the lot with quality P bar, that is producer's risk, PP. It is going to be calculated by 1 minus summation d is equal to 0 to c np bar cd multiplied by n minus np bar cn minus d divided by ncn. In the formula of npcd we have substituted in the place of p bar. Similarly here as well, P bar, that's all. This is the formula of probability of accepting the lot quality. That is summation d is equal to 0 to c probability of d comma p. In the place of p we have to replace p bar. Hope you understand. These are the 4 respective formulas we have learned in the hypergeometric distribution. The single sampling plan, probabilities of single sampling plan by using hypergeometric distribution. This is the first distribution we apply. Accurate distribution, actually that is a suitable distribution of discovering the probabilities, of calculating the probabilities by using the hypergeometric distribution. Thank you.